Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of This Day. Just getting some things together over there. Now I'm here. Everything's great. I'm Michael Taylor. Great to be here with you. It is Thursday, January 5th. There you go. No, it's not. It's February, like something. What says on my cards? I'll read anything that people put in front of me. That's one of the true things about me. Anyway, on our show today, I want to get right to that. We have some great folks. No matter what day it is, this is going to be a good show. We have Orange County Plastic Surgery's very own Juris Bunkus going to be here, and Deborah Ekstrom. They're going to talk about the psychology behind plastic surgery, any kind of treatments you might get, what it does for you on the inside, not just on the outside. So we're going to talk a little about that, what it can do and what it can't do for you as well. So some of the things it won't change in terms of your outlook on life and those kinds of things. Then later in the program, we'll be talking to the folks from Thrive. They got an event coming up. Cindy Whitney's going to be here telling us all about that. Stay tuned for that as well. All right now, though, we want to keep you informed. We got an important one for you, folks. Are you reading? Is one of your goals to read this year? Is that one of your New Year's resolutions? Well, they are back with the book club is here, and the Village Reads program. They're going to be reading The Instrumentalists this year. And on April 18th, they're all getting together over at Clubhouse 2 in the Sequoia Room to talk about the book and to present that. If you are going to be coming in and bringing a guest, it'll be $10 for a guest. If you're already in the Village Reads, I guess it's kind of free for you. So it's a community-wide reading group, and they meet annually. And this year, again, they are going to be learning and discussing all about the instrumentalists. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up on the bottom there, find out more information. You can contact them via phone or via email or their website as well. All right, let's take a look at our weather forecast while we're at it. Today, Thursday, is going to be 80 degrees. So we're going to have this last day of kind of the really warm temperatures. Then we're going to cool off for a few days. Then for some reason on Sunday, it's going to be a little bit of return of the heat and then another little bit of a cool off. So we got some up and down temperatures going on right now for February, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. We're going to have mostly sunny to some clouds kind of thing going on in our forecast, so we can keep those clouds in there, especially in the morning. We got the cloud influence in the morning, and then it kind of burns off for the afternoon. All right, let's take our check of our sunrise, sunset. We got a beautiful shot here. This is from California's wine country. Thank you, Joel Goldstein, for sending us this picture. Very beautiful. Really green up there this time of year with all the rain they've been getting. Sunrise this morning was 6:43. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:26. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. You can send it to us right here via email, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. There you go. All right, folks, we have one meeting to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Orange County Plastic Surgery. Stay with us.
Hospice isn't about giving up. It's about showing up with compassion, expertise, and heart.
We care for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, helping patients live each day to the fullest.
We walk with patients and families every step of the way because what we do is more than medicine. It's honoring every moment together.
Orange Hospice, with you, with heart, always. Please call us or visit orangehospice.net.
For nearly 40 years, Pacific Cardiovascular Associates has been the leading cardiovascular clinic serving Laguna Hills and Laguna Woods. At PCA, our board-certified heart specialists provide compassionate care, from initial consultations to routine follow-ups and more. We offer echocardiograms, stress tests, vascular studies, and pacemaker checks, all in one convenient location. With free parking and full wheelchair accessibility, PCA makes care easier than ever. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your appointment today.
For years, Meineke has proudly served the Laguna Woods community. At our auto repair shop in Lake Forest, we offer a variety of services and repairs so that you can count on Meineke for all of your vehicle's needs. Whether it's a regular tune-up or more significant damage, our technicians are here to deliver top-quality workmanship. When you visit us, we'll ensure quick and efficient service so you can get back to your day without delay. Visit us today for unparalleled service.
Your face tells a story. Is it telling the one that reflects your vitality, youth, and energy? At Orange County Plastic Surgery, Dr. Juris Bunkus and Dr. Deborah Ekstrom bring a combined 80 years of expertise to your cosmetic consultation. We offer a full array of procedures for every need and budget, with financing options available to put your plan within reach. Located in Newport Beach, make an appointment so you can put your face forward with confidence. Call now for a free consultation with one of the OC's best plastic surgeons to help you look and feel better.
Welcome back, everybody. When surgical facial rejuvenation is done with the right patient for the right reason, there can be psychological benefits to it as well. And to talk to us about that from Orange County Plastic Surgery, we welcome Dr. Deborah Ekstrom and Dr. Juris Bunkus. Thank you guys for joining us again. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday and everything like that. So let's kind of go through this. People like, I would imagine that someone feels great about their appearance. That is a lift, right? That's just kind of a natural lift, but there's some specifics you guys want to talk about. One of them is kind of the inner age versus your outer appearance kind of thing.
Yeah, so lots of times we feel young and vigorous and we look in the mirror and it doesn't match.
Who's that person kind of feeling, right?
Yeah, who is that? And why is my mother looking back at me? Mm-hmm. And it's for those people who find that disharmony, it creates some really negative
mm-hmm.
psychological consequences in their life. They lose their confidence. They don't feel comfortable in their own skin. Mm-hmm. And for those people, it's really great to mm-hmm. have some surgical rejuvenation. And others are really not that uncomfortable, but they want to look optimal. They want to present their best image. Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Bunkus, do you have patients who really come in and say, listen, I don't feel the way I look, and that's it's kind of getting me down, or it's kind of hurting the way my outlook on life?
Absolutely, all the time. And I think an important point is that we try to turn the clock back. If you look at our website, you'll see many patients before and after facelifts, and they look much like they did 15 years earlier. Mm-hmm. They don't look like somebody else. Mm-hmm. And they're always surprised when they go back and see their friends after surgery that nobody notices that they did anything, because they don't look fake, they don't look like someone else, they just look like a rejuvenated version, and it makes them feel better.
Right. And also there's a difference between vanity and self-confidence that can kind of happen in that kind of thing, right? Talk a little bit about like maybe if you just like feel, I don't want people to see me, I don't like the way my neck's, whatever that might be, it kind of can turn into self-confidence from that kind of depressed feeling, right?
It's actually very common that the profile is an issue. Mm-hmm. And people want to look vital. They don't want to look tired. They don't want to look worn. They don't want to look hollowed out. And so, yes, it's very, very common that it raises people's self-confidence. Mm-hmm. And that's the real reason to do it. We don't see a lot of people who are vain. Mm-hmm. We don't really see that as a motivation. Mm-hmm. We see people who want to look optimal or want to look rejuvenated. Mm-hmm. But they really talk about how they want to look like themselves.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Bunkus, is that one of the knocks that you get? Oh, you're a plastic surgeon, a bunch of people who are vain and all this vanity going on. I mean, is that kind of the impression? Maybe some people who don't quite understand it kind of have a feeling of that?
That's absolutely true. But you have to think of what plastic surgery is. Plastic surgery is a very broad specialty. Mm-hmm. And most plastic surgeons in the country spend their careers taking care of people with birth defects and mm-hmm. burns and so forth. And mm-hmm. Aesthetic surgery is a small subspecialty, mm-hmm. But we have to make sure that we are, not making people look fake.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a reduction in negative self-focus, right? Because if I'm always looking at this thing that bothers me on the face, on my neck, whatever it might be, that can be, once that's taken away, then that kind of negative inner feeling can be lifted, right?
It's better than Wellbutrin.
When you have completed a surgery and someone says, I don't look at myself in that same negative way anymore, is that what some people actually tell you those things?
Yes, it's. I liken it to listening to your favorite song, but there's a sour note in it. And it's so relieving when that's gone. And I think people tend to kind of feel like, okay, this is how I naturally am. Mm-hmm. They grow into their new look very, very quickly mm-hmm. because it looks right and because it's harmonious.
Right, and that like you say, that inner feeling and their what they feel like they look like and what their age is, that kind of thing, so that it's a new reflection of who they really see themselves as, right?
Yeah, it actually, I think, improves their self-confidence and even their self-worth, mm-hmm. and it changes their behavior in ways that are very positive. So being more willing to put yourself out there in a romantic situation, in a business situation, okay. in finding friends and acquaintances and finding new activities or enhancing your skills. Mm-hmm. All of those things seem to be enhanced by that lift of looking more rejuvenated okay. and more vital.
Dr. Bunkus, do you have those stories? I mean, people say, I now do this, or I'm in the social things, or I do this professionally, and I never would have done it before.
Oh gosh, many times. And We also see people, for example, start dating again after they've been rejuvenated. And I can tell you a little local story. I did a 92-year-old male from Laguna Village, and I did a facelift on him. And 2 days later, I did an 86-year-old lady from here. 4 days later, they were both sitting in my waiting room. They had not dated for years. They exchanged phone numbers and they started dating. And it gave them the confidence to do so.
Well, that's a good Valentine's story, right before Valentine's Day. I appreciate that. Is there an emotional weight that gets lifted from people when they kind of have that new you kind of look?
Definitely happens. Not only do they grow into their look and lean into their look more, a lot of times they find other areas that they want to optimize in their life because they're just much more confident. And something Juris said, Dr. Bunkus said, we hear lots and lots of stories about love after 60, love after 70. It's so very common, way more common than you would ever expect.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great stories. And again, it's time for Valentine's Day. People have to start thinking about these things. And if that's something that's holding people back, can be really discouraging for folks to feel like I want that in my life, but because of this outer appearance thing that's going on, I don't have the inner confidence to do that, right? It can be very liberating for people.
Yes.
Yeah, we see people foraying into things sometimes that they've dreamed about their whole lives. And then they have the confidence and the life experience to just go for it. And it's
like
really,
that next stage of life they always wanted to do, but they're not quite there.
Yeah, they don't quite have the confidence to do it. And now it's like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And it's really exciting, and it's very stimulating for us in terms of seeing people get motivated like that. It makes our job really gratifying.
Okay. So there's lots of positives in terms of this whole outlook on life and how you can change. What can't it do? I mean, some people come in with like serious challenges in their life and they think that maybe this will change that, right? So what are things that you guys, you can't make promises about?
If people have clinical depression, it's not going to fix it. If people are grossly overweight, a liposuction or a tummy tuck is not going to give you a rocking body. We have to be realistic with our patients and explain to them what can be achieved and make sure that they're good candidates for it, make sure that they have realistic expectations.
Okay. Is that when you kind of say, I don't know that you need us yet. I think refer out to maybe emotional therapy and those kinds of things. Is that something you guys would do normally with
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes we do. And it doesn't make up for who you are on the inside. It's only to reflect who you are on the inside. So it won't replace doing the personal development and the personal growth that you need to do. And it won't make your relationships, it won't fix your relationships. Those are about something else.
Dr. Bunkus, when somebody comes into your office and they're having some of these challenges psychologically, seeing their inner self, is that outer self is presenting that. What is it like for you when you help them make that transition? You see them just go off and live that life.
Oh, it's very gratifying. It's like being a gynecologist or obstetrician delivering a healthy baby. It's very, very satisfying for us as surgeons.
It's part of the reason we do what we do.
Yes.
Because of that piece.
Right.
Yes. And keep doing it for many years.
Keep going, keep it going, guys. Orange County Plastic Surgery folks, they're the ones to see for inner and external beauty. Dr. Juris Bunkus and Dr. Deborah Ekstrom, thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much.
You're so welcome.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with folks from Thrive.
Your eyes let you see the world, every smile, every sunset, every moment.
At Harvard Eye Associates, our team of specialists is here to protect your vision.
From cataracts and glaucoma to retina and cornea care, we offer the latest treatments with a compassionate touch.
For over 50 years, you've trusted us with your eyes. We're honored to care for them for years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
If you believe the journey is the destination, you'll love exploring in the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 33 miles per gallon, an 11.6-inch high-resolution touchscreen, plus a 180 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Come to Frank's Irvine Subaru and celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
You know, Maxine, I'm worried about Jennifer.
Why?
Well, it seems like ever since she moved here, she's just been stuck.
Stuck?
I mean, I think all she does is sit in her house and watch TV.
What if you offer to go with her to something?
It doesn't work. We like different things.
Well, how about if you find out what her favorite activities are and offer to go with her to one of those activities?
I'll give it a try.
And welcome back, everybody. Thrive has an important event coming up later this month. We're going to be talking about that. I want to welcome Cindy Whitney from Thrive to the program. But first, real quick, want to talk about a memorial that you guys had.
Yes, we lost a Thrive member, a very important member of our community, Tom Nash. And on the 24th of January, we had an event at Clubhouse 7. There were more than 100 people came.
Oh, that's great.
And we celebrated his life. And the Woods Combo was there because he was a ballroom dancer. And we celebrated all the aspects of his wonderful life. And there is a plaque that's going to be placed on the video studio. It is now the Tom Nash Video Studio.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, yes, it's been renamed in his honor, so I wanted to be sure and mention that.
Well, that's terrific. And you guys have a great event coming up. And speaking of that, it's kind of like along those lines of planning for, you know, making sure that things are in line with your life and making sure things are all great for those, you know, for the time that comes for us all. You guys on the 24th from 2 to 3:30 over at Clubhouse 7. You guys are having Planning is Caring is your event.
Yes, and Michael Krabarich, who is a CPA, he works within Orange County for Memorial Care. He does this. He goes out and does this, and he helps you to understand how to think about financial planning for the rest of our lives. I mean, some of this is for now. I mean, how do you want to identify your assets and distribute them? Maybe you want to, you know, say about my own care. How do I want my care? What do I want that to look like? And then contributions to foundations and charitable things. So he helps you walk through all that because you know what? It's really something that we put off. I did.
Right. And people just kind of like, well, I'll worry about that as I go. I'll get there when I retire. And then there's, oh no, I don't know what to do. And here I am.
I know it. I did it about a year ago, and it was just somebody down the street. They were very accessible. I went over there. The first meeting is kind of long because you have to bring all of your, you know, what are your assets? Your house, your car, your investments, art, coin collection, whatever you have. And then the next meeting is shorter, and then the last one is signing the papers. I had the best sleep of my entire life that night when I got home and said, I have peace of mind now. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right, and I think that's one of the things that I think people, for whatever reason, they put off because they're so worried about that. So, you know, and avoidance is not really a plan.
No, it works.
And the more that happens, it's probably something that sat on your mind for a long time and can actually affect health-wise and your outlook on things.
It does. It truly does. And when it starts weighing on you, and then you think, well, I don't even know how to begin doing that. I don't even know anybody who has done that. And so now you feel lost in this whole topic. And then when you find somebody that's so good at doing it, and you realize this is simply sitting down and figuring something out. That's all it is.
Yeah, and you don't know what you don't know. I think that's one of the things that people need to understand. It's like it's okay to walk in saying, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes.
I have this over here and this over here. Can you help me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with all these things? Because I mean, I remember when I signed up for my 401k in my early 30s at my first real job. I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, yes.
And like, this is for your retirement? And I thought, oh, come on. But now I'm getting to the point where it's like, I got to take a second look at these things.
Oh, I know it. Remember what Mr. Rogers used to say, seek out the helpers.
Yeah, seek out the helpers, right?
All through your entire life, there were helpers everywhere.
Yeah, and so at this event, that's really going to be what this is about, like getting the helpers, getting those major questions answered, and not to be afraid to like raise that hand and say, I'm kind of lost, or I need a little bit help here, right?
Oh, absolutely. I've had a couple of meetings with Michael. He's a very, very nice man, very accessible person. You can ask him anything, and he does go around and help people think about this. And it's not in a way that makes you feel guilty because you haven't done it yet, but here it is, and how can we start? What do you want to think about?
Right. And that's a transition in so many retirees' lives, is that I was putting away, earning. Now it's like, okay, now I have to figure out how I'm supposed to take that out and make it last for the next 20, 30, whatever years are ahead, right?
Exactly. But there are things you can do. I mean, helping your grandchildren with their college, that's an important thing that you can be doing
and
now.
how can I manage that and still be okay financially? Because now I'm taking away from the principal, I'm taking away, and I don't want to be like, oh, I have all this money, let's go crazy here.
Yes, and that's why you want somebody to advise you, because there's risk there, and you don't want to be taking any risks with that either. So, and then you're surprised sometimes with the things that you have that have value. I mean, cars are valuable now. A lot of people don't think about their car as an asset, but adding all of these things in, you realize you have some wealth, and then what to do with it, and then choosing options for your own care too. That's important to roll into this. It's not just about money.
Make sure those decisions are made so people don't have to make them for you.
Exactly.
And also, your lifestyle is important. Like, am I a homebody? Do I want to travel a lot? So what can I afford to do based on the life I want to have?
That's such a good point, because I realized that too. I thought, well, I've got some mad money in here that I didn't know about.
Yeah. So maybe that trip that you always wanted to take but never thought you could afford or didn't have time for before.
Yes.
So when you have a real picture of that, it actually can open doors instead of feeling like it's overwhelming.
Yes, that's exactly the sentiment that so many of my neighbors have shared with me too. It's like, yeah, I did that, and I really felt better about myself and better about my life after finding out what I have and what I can do with it.
Yeah, and knowledge is that power of that kind of thing. It's like, okay, now I understand this, and I don't have to understand every intricacy of it, but I understand it to a level where it's like, okay, I know where my money is, I know where it's going, and I know what I can and can't do.
And you pay a lot more attention to the stock market now. It's like, let's see, where is that going?
Cindy's out there day trading. Well, she's got her mad money.
Yes, and I'm not going to Vegas.
not going to Vegas. No, she's deep into crypto. But for people who should come to this, tell me the people who should come to this. The people who are like we were talking about before.
Well, we have some regulars to these wonderful events. They've been coming since day one. They come because they have made friends there, and they see their friends there, and they have the snacks, and they play. We have these little games, these warm-up games that we play, and then there are other people who come because they want to make new friends. So they sit at an entirely different table now, and they make new friends every time. So it's a wonderful community that come to these events over at Clubhouse 7. It really is fun. If you haven't been to them, you should give it a try, because it's a hoot. We have a really good time. We have really nutritious snacks.
Okay.
Some of the
like that
snacks are debatable whether they're nutritious or not, but we have a little chocolate or something in there. It's like, okay, that's healthy.
And it also is nice when you say like a community. It's like, okay, I'm not the only one. There are other people who are having troubles with these things, questions like this, and so it doesn't make you feel like you're like, oh, everybody else has this figured out except me.
Oh yeah, and Memorial Care has really good topics. They've had a bone health and how fall prevention and how to survive hot temperatures in the summer. I mean, all sorts of, because they have so many experts in their hospital system. So they're just a treasure trove of information for us. We really love working with them.
All right, folks, come on out to the event later this month. Cindy, thank you so much for joining us from Thrive.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we're going to be right back with a movie preview and some weather. Stay with us.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Hi, I'm Jay Miner with Assisted Living Locators of South Orange County. If you're starting to worry about your safety at home or about a loved one who may be struggling, you don't have to take the next steps alone. I've toured every assisted living and memory care community in our area, and I can help you find the right fit. I'll do the research, make all the phone calls, and set up all the tours. And my services are at no cost to you. Let's make sure that you or your loved one have the care, comfort, and peace of mind that you deserve. Give me a call today.
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
Welcome back. Let's talk about our movies. On Friday, we got to go into 7 Years in Tibet. This one stars Brad Pitt. Brought to us by RadNet. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Heinrich Harrer, an Austrian climber and Nazi supporter, breaks out of a British POW camp in India and treks to the holy city of Lhasa, where he is employed as an instructor to the young 14th Dalai Lama and soon becomes his close confidant. Very interesting one. Made a few years back in 1997. So that's going to be our Friday movie. And then on Saturday, a little more violent than talking to the Dalai Lama. This is The Dirty Dozen. It's a great classic from 1967. It stars Lee Marvin and a bunch of other folks in this. Just everybody's in this movie. It's brought to us by City of Hope. It can be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Of course, during World War II, a rebellious U.S. Army major is assigned a dozen convicted murderers to train and lead them into a mass assassination mission of German officers. It is a wild one. It's got some comedy in there. It's got lots of action. You should like that one. There's our Saturday movie. All right, folks, let's take a quick check of the weather. It's going to be 80 degrees today. We've got a couple days of cooling after that, and then bumping back up on Sunday to 79, and then cooling again. Up and down, up and down. There you go. Tomorrow on the program, OC Pain and Wellness and Sports Corner. He's going to be getting some Super Bowl predictions tomorrow, I guarantee it. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.